LeBron James just dropped a massive tweet that's got the whole basketball world buzzing. "Caitlin Clark, hi haters," he wrote. But why is the king of the NBA court stepping into the WNBA arena? Turns out, Clark's latest game wasn't just a win, it was a war. Picture this, Caitlin Clark, the WNBA's hottest rookie, in a game that's more battlefield than basketball court. She's not just playing, she's fighting back, trolling her opponents, and having a blast doing it.
Game of the season, and an enemy territory gets this kind of salute as she exits the game.
And LeBron, he's watching, and he's loving it.
Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA.
But here's where it gets interesting. Clark didn't just play well, she broke records. We're talking numbers that'll make your head spin. But hold on, we're not giving away all the juicy details just yet. Let's just say when LeBron James is taking notice, you know something big is going down. The question is, are you ready to see what all the fuss is about? Before diving into all the drama, please don't forget to subscribe so we can bring more Caitlin Clark content to awesome viewers like you. Ready to see what the fuss is about? Caitlin Clark's 31-point game should have been a celebration. Instead, it turned into a battleground. What transformed this rising star's career night into a fight for survival on the court? Let's break it down. Clark didn't just play well, she rewrote the record books. We're talking 31 points, 12 assists, and 4 rebounds. But that's not even the most impressive part. She became the first WNBA player ever to rack up 30-plus points, 12-plus assists, and 5-plus three-pointers in a single game. That's not just good, that's legendary. But here's where things get messy. While Clark was busy making history, it seems like some players were more interested in making her eat dirt. Not once, but twice, Clark found herself on the receiving end of flagrant fouls. First up, Michaela Onyenwere decided Clark needed a flying lesson. The collision left Clark sprawled on the court, and the refs slapped Onyenwere with a flagrant 1 for not giving Clark landing space.
Take a look here. Does she give her landing space?
It doesn't look like she does to me, and the actual call of that is a reckless closeout.
But wait, there's more. Just when you thought it was safe to go back on the court, Diamond DeShields decided to get in on the action. Clark had just stolen the ball when, bam, DeShields knocked her down. Another flagrant 1.
Chicago Sky here from Wintrust Arena. The Fever have really stretched out this one.
Now, you might be thinking, isn't basketball supposed to be a contact sport? Sure, but this wasn't just contact. This was chaos. Fans watching at home weren't having it. Social media exploded with outrage. "Cheap shots," they cried. "Pathetic," they yelled. The court of public opinion had spoken, and they were calling foul on these fouls. But here's the thing about Caitlin Clark, she's not just talented, she's tough. You know how some players might crumble under that kind of pressure? Not Clark. She didn't just survive this gauntlet, she thrived in it. Picture this. Despite being knocked down, pushed around, and generally treated like a human pinball, Clark kept her cool. She got up, dusted herself off, and went right back to schooling her opponents. By the end of the game, she wasn't just standing, she was standing tall. And the fans? They noticed. As Clark finally left the court, the crowd rose to their feet. The standing ovation wasn't just for her incredible stats, it was for her grit, her determination, her refusal to be intimidated. You want to know the best part? After all that drama, after setting records and taking hits, what did Clark have to say? She joked about needing to get an airball in. That's right. In the face of what some might call bullying, Clark responded with a smile and a quip. Talk about unshakable. If you think Caitlin is amazing despite all the haters, please remember to like this video and subscribe. This helps us bring more content to awesome viewers like you. Wouldn't you like that? Awesome! Just when you thought the conversation couldn't get any hotter, the NBA's golden boy decides to weigh in. LeBron James isn't just tweeting, he's igniting a firestorm. With a few taps on his phone, he's bridged the gap between the NBA and WNBA like never before. But why is King James really getting involved? And what does it mean for Caitlin Clark? This wasn't just any endorsement, it was a declaration from the king himself. But LeBron didn't stop there. He took to his podcast to drop some serious wisdom about Clark's impact on the game.
The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport more people want to watch. More people want to tune in.
Strong words from a strong player, but what's the big deal? Well, when you've got 53 million followers hanging on your every word, a single tweet can start a revolution. Think about it. LeBron's not just a player. He's a brand, an icon, a voice that carries weight across the entire sports world. When he speaks, people listen. And boy, did they listen this time. Within 24 hours, that tweet racked up over 170,000 likes and 11 million impressions. That's not just viral, that's pandemic-level reach. But here's where it gets real. LeBron's support isn't just about boosting Clark's ego or stirring up Twitter drama. It's a call to action. He's shining a spotlight on the physical play Clark's been facing, and he's not mincing words. It's like he's saying, hey, this isn't okay, and we need to do something about it. And it's not just LeBron. Other NBA stars are joining the chorus. Luka Doncic and Steph Curry have been singing Clark's praises too. It's like the NBA and WNBA are having a crossover episode, and Clark's the star of the show. But LeBron's not just cheering from the sidelines. He's got insights that could change the game. He's talking about the need for veteran presence on the Fever team, someone like Tina Charles to mentor young players like Clark. This isn't just about one player or one game. LeBron's involvement is elevating the entire conversation around women's basketball. He's using his platform to shine a light on the challenges female athletes face, the physicality of the game, and the need for fair play. And let's not forget the timing. Clark's in the middle of a heated Rookie of the Year race with Angel Reese. LeBron's support isn't just validating Clark's skills, it's adding fuel to a rivalry that's captivating fans and bringing more eyes to the women's game. So what does all this mean for Caitlin Clark? It's like she's been given a golden ticket to the big leagues of sports stardom. LeBron's support isn't just a pat on the back, it's a launching pad. It's bringing more fans, more attention, and more respect to her game and to women's basketball as a whole. Smiles and quips are one thing, but let's talk about those flagrant fouls. Was this tough play gone wrong or something more sinister? The line between fierce competition and targeting is blurrier than you might think. And in the WNBA, that line might be in a whole different zip code. You've seen the hits, you've heard the crowd's reaction, but now it's time to dig deeper. Is Caitlin Clark being singled out, or is this just basketball as usual? The debate's heating up faster than Clark's three-point percentage. On one side, we've got fans crying foul. They're convinced Clark's got a target on her back bigger than the WNBA logo. And let's be real, when you're breaking records left and right, you're bound to ruffle some feathers. But here's where it gets tricky. Is this strategic play or straight up bullying? Picture this. Clark's on fire, dropping dimes and draining threes like it's nothing. Meanwhile, her opponents are playing defense like they're auditioning for WWE. Coincidence? Some fans don't think so. They're calling these moves cheap shots and pathetic. But hold up, isn't basketball supposed to be physical? That's where the other side of the argument comes in. They say this is just part of the game. Welcome to the big leagues, rookie. The WNBA isn't for the faint of heart. These players aren't targeting Clark. They're just playing hard-nosed basketball. After all, when you're facing a player who can change the game in a heartbeat, you've got to bring your A game. But here's where it gets interesting. The women's game has a reputation for being more physical than the men's. Don't believe me? Ask any WNBA player about the elbows they've taken in the paint. It's like a battle royale down there. So when we see Clark taking hits, is it really anything out of the ordinary? Now, let's talk about Clark herself. She's not exactly a wallflower on the court. In fact, she's got a bit of a reputation for trash talking and playful antics. Remember when she double-checked on those courtside spectators after sinking a tough shot? Classic Clark. But could her showmanship be turning her into a target? Some say Clark's demeanor is lighting a fire under her opponents. It's like poking a bear. Sooner or later, you're gonna get bit. But others argue that's just part of Clark's charm. She's not just playing the game, she's putting on a show. And let's be honest, the fans love it. But wait, there's more to this story. This isn't just about one game or one player. It's sparking a larger conversation about fair play and respect in women's basketball. Are rising stars like Clark being protected enough? Or is this just the price of fame in a physical sport? The debate rages on, with fans and analysts alike weighing in. Some are calling for stricter officiating to protect players. Others say that would water down the game. It's a tightrope walk between keeping the intensity that fans love and ensuring player safety. Amidst the chaos of flagrant fouls and fierce debates, a quiet revolution is happening in Indiana. The Fever are on fire, and at the center of it all, a rookie who's not just breaking records, but changing the game itself. What's Caitlin Clark's secret? Let's zoom out from the drama for a second and look at the bigger picture. While everyone's been talking about fouls and Twitter wars, Clark's been busy turning the Indiana Fever into a force to be reckoned with. We're talking a 5-game winning streak that's got the whole league buzzing.
Fever are sitting at 506 places!
But here's the real kicker. The Fever just hit 500 for the first time since 2016. That's right, a team that's been struggling for years is suddenly in the playoff conversation. And who's leading this charge? You guessed it, the rookie wonder herself. Now you might be thinking, sure, she's good, but is she really that good? Well, buckle up, because the numbers don't lie. Clark's not just playing well, she's redefining what it means to be a rookie in the WNBA. She's leading the league in assists, averaging 18 points per game, and oh yeah, she's the frontrunner for Rookie of the Year. But wait, there's more. Since the Olympic break, Clark's been on another level entirely. We're talking 24 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 8.5 assists per game. That's not rookie numbers, that's superstar territory. But here's where it gets really interesting. Clark's not just putting up impressive stats, she's changing the entire dynamic of her team. The chemistry between her and veteran player Kelsey Mitchell is off the charts. It's like watching a masterclass in teamwork every time they step on the court. Now, you might expect all this success to go to a rookie's head, but Clark? She's all about the team. When asked about her incredible performances, she brushed off talk of individual awards. "We don't wake up and think about individual awards," Clark said. "Our focus is on winning basketball games." Talk about maturity beyond her years. But let's not forget, Clark's not the only rookie making waves this season. Remember Angel Reese? These two have a rivalry that's heating up faster than a July blacktop. They've faced off multiple times in college, and now they're both setting rookie records in the WNBA. It's like watching the birth of a basketball legend, ×2. And it's not just fans who are taking notice. Clark's performances have sparked serious discussions about her potential to make the All-WNBA first team. As a rookie, let that sink in for a second. We're not just talking about a good player here, we're talking about someone who could reshape the entire league. But perhaps the most impressive thing about Clark isn't her stats or her accolades, it's her ability to perform under pressure. Think about it. She's faced physical play, controversy, and the weight of sky-high expectations. And through it all, she's not just survived, she's thrived. This isn't just about one player having a good season. What we're witnessing is the emergence of a generational talent. Clark's not just playing basketball, she's elevating the entire sport. Her style of play, her leadership, her ability to make everyone around her better, it's drawing comparisons to some of the greatest NBA stars. Let's recap. Caitlin Clark's making history, but she's also taking hits. Those flagrant fouls, they've got everyone talking. And now, LeBron James is in her corner, calling out the haters and shining a spotlight on women's basketball. But here's the real question. What are we going to do about it? Are we just going to watch from the sidelines, or are we going to step up and make a difference? This isn't just about Clark or the WNBA. It's about fair play, respect, and the future of basketball. We've got a chance to change the game, to make it better for everyone. Are you ready to support the Fever in the playoffs? Let us know in the comments. Like and subscribe so you never miss out on the latest news. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next one.